Well, Hiromu Takahashi and El Desperado stole the show, but it was petty theft in this case. I'm John Recton with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of Super Juniors 29, the finals. We're on our way to Dominion in just a few days. Well, just over a week, which actually technically qualifies as a few days. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the main event with Kazuchika Okada taking on Jay Whito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. I know what's going to happen, and I don't fucking like it. But anyway, nevertheless, let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton on commentary. 8-match card. The undercard didn't really have a lot to it. I mean, there were a couple shocking revelations. One defection to Bullet Club because we need to keep trying to revive that pile of goddamn ashes. Let's just keep adding fire to it. That'll help. Let's stoke the fires of this pile of ashes of this group that hasn't meant fucking shit in years. And that's what I'm sticking to. Now, if you guys like Bullet Club, fan-fucking-tastic. Not knocking you guys at all. I just fucking hate it. So we get the card rundown. Hiromu versus Despy again. The year will be 2050. The world will be radioactive. Bitch, it's radioactive. Yet somehow Hiromu Takahashi and El Desperado will keep on fighting. In all seriousness, they always have tremendous matches. But they're going to have to find a way to vary things up as time goes on. So Juice Robinson apparently had emergency surgery for appendicitis. I hope he gets well. That's a fucking bitch to deal with. I really hope that however long it takes, few days, few weeks, couple months, doesn't matter. I hope he's going to be healed up 100% ASAP. So, Oiwa took on Hanma, because it was going to be Hanma versus Juice Robinson, but they had to substitute Oiwa. They said, okay, you, get out there and do shit. Try to carry this sack of shit, the sack of bones known as Hanma. Goddamn, Hanma is fucking washed. Oiwa showed some good fire, and actually I think has potential to be a superstar in just a few years. Bet you once he comes back from excursion with whatever gimmick he has. 2 Kokeshis, 1, 2, 3. And Hanma looked like he was about to just keel over. I'm melting, what a world, what a world. Really should have tried to do the Hanma voice there, except nobody can do the Hanma voice. Hanma shouldn't even try to do the Hanma voice because it sounds like it hurts every time he talks. So then Teton, Crocodile Connors, Yo, and Robbie Eagles took on Ace Austin that is, Alex, Wheeler Yuta, and El Lindemann. A send-off for some, and it's actually been a pretty good tournament for all involved. Eagles versus Utah, run that back. I would like to see that. We get a melee with dives and cinnamon twist, pins, Crocodile Connors, and there you go. It was a fine match. It was what it was. TJP and Francisco Akira took on Taguchi and Master Wato. Non-title match because Taguchi and Wato are the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Great, the heels jumpstart. This match was fine. It was fine, except for the fact TJP still exists on this fucking planet. Doomsday Cutter variation, and the stretch taps out Taguchi. Great, we're getting this match run back at Dominion. Please put another tag team in there. I normally don't like making multi-man matches. Don't you fucking dare give TJP any kind of gold from New Japan. Don't you dare, because nobody really wants TJP to have gold. I don't even think TJP wants TJP to have gold. Well, actually, that's unfair. TJP wants to give himself the world, despite the fact he barely deserves a goddamn postage stamp size piece of it. Anyway, they want the gold, so I imagine this match will happen at Dominion, hopefully again with another team. ZSJ and Kanemaru took on Evil and Show with Dick Togo. Hey, the heels jumpstart in the entranceway. It's the same old bullshit song and dance. ZSJ deserves better. We get Dick choking from behind. The alcohol, gets sprayed into Dick. Oh no! Or actually, Dick sprays into Evil's eyes. It would have been kind of funny if Dick somehow managed to spray himself in the eyes. That's some good flexibility. Don't look down when you're doing that, kids. And Show taps to the armbar. We're getting never open weight 6-man title shot. They have too many fucking championships in Japan. Trios championships rarely work. They rarely do. I mean, they kind of do in Japan, except for the fact that I forgot that House of Torture had those championships. So, nevertheless, Okan, Cobb, and Hanare of United Empire take on El Phantasmo, Chase, and Fale. Oh, right. Chase is a champion in New Japan, proving that New Japan is also cursed. And that God has abandoned us all, if you believe in that. I mean, God ends here, as they said in The Nun. Somehow The Nun was better than watching Chase fucking Owens in the ring. And also, Fale, look, I know that Fale does training. And he has some kind of New Zealand dojo, I believe. He can't fucking go in the ring anymore. He hits a clothesline and just drops. drops like a sack. Bless the guy for still trying, but god damn it, he can't do anything. And it's not even about a weight thing, it's wear and tear. His knees just practically turned to powder. Anyway, then Ace Austin shows up for some reason, shows a card, and oh my god, Hanari's distracted by a card. They kind of made Hanari look like a fucking idiot here, and Hanari's not an idiot. He's trained pretty damn hard, and I wish he got a little bit better than this. But CR2 on Hanari, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Ace Austin is in Bullet Club. And he's got custom-made cards already. That's fucking convenient. I like Ace Austin. I got nothing against him, but just god fucking damn it. Just stop trying with Bullet Club, please. It's one of the worst factions going today. So anyway, the hell is Sonata doing here? He just basically says that he will challenge for the IWGP US Championship at Dominion. But Juice is in surgery. Juice is the current champion. Are they going to hold the title up again? Maybe you shouldn't have gotten rid of the Intercontinental Championship and you should have put the US title on ice, because the US title seems to be fucking cursed. But good on Sonata for coming back from his orbital socket injury. Then Naito, Shingo, and Bushi took on Taichi, Doki, and Taka. The usual stuff, but fine. Naito recovering from some sort of eye surgery. I guess he was having double vision. A trap in by Shingo on Taka gets the victory. And we're getting more KOPW stuff with Taichi and Shingo. And then Okada, Yano, Tamatonga, and Jado took on Jay, Waito, Taiji Ishimori, Gallows, and Gato. Apparently Anderson has asomatic symptoms, rather. Asomatic, I believe is how you say it. Symptoms of the virus. I'm choosing my words carefully here. And he is still scheduled to be at Dominion. So, I mean, if he tests negative and he doesn't have any, symptoms, okay, there we go. Fine, he'll get that. Please don't give him the Never Opioid Championship. I have no desire to see Gallows and Anderson on my television screen, but I hope that Anderson recovers. And Jay's like, we're one person short. Even though it's a 4-on-4 tag match, Bullet Club has to have the advantage because that's how heel factions work. Kenta is back. Injuries all healed. A lot of injuries in New Japan. I wrote down, I know what's happening at Dominion. I don't like it. Gun stun on Gato, 1, 2, 3. And then video package on Hiromu and Despy. And here's Tatsumi Fujinami. He's here to say some stuff. And then sits at ringside or joins commentary. I don't really care. The theme is fucking hilarious. It sounds like a Japanese game show or sitcom. I know it's a dubbed-in theme, but nevertheless. El Desperado taking on Hiromu Takahashi. Best of Super Junior Finals. Not going to go over every single goddamn move here 20 minutes later. No, in all seriousness. Big fight field. These two guys always kill it with each other. Despy focused on Hiromu's knee. That's been the target of many since Kanemaru beat it up. And then subsequent matches have, Hiromu's had to fight through it. Even, I think a loss to Yo, and then he had to fight back through all that stuff. Hiromu targeted the ribs and also targeted the neck, as those have been bothering Despy because it's been a long tour. It hasn't been as long as the G1 because nothing can be longer than a month-long glorious climax where you need all kinds of fluids, lube, and everything so you don't get sore and chafed. Nevertheless, those jokes will happen a little bit later. Numero dos attempt. After, Hiromu slapped his D into Despy's neck and then slapped it into his neck again. Whenever a Japanese man thrusts his D into your neck, you're going to stay down and possibly get choked out. Don't ask me how I know that. And then we get strikes and chops and some dives and 2 Pinche Locos in a row. 1, 2, and kick out. And then a lariat for 2. Time bomb 2 for 2. A really close kick out there. And then now they fist each other. And now we fist. And then we get some more strikes. 30 plus minutes. I think it went about 31 minutes. Time bomb and then time bomb 2. Easy for me to say. 1, 2, 3. Tatsumi Fujinami presents a presents a trophy to Hiromu, and he is going to face Taiji Ishimori for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship at Dominion. Dominion is going to be interesting. I will say right now that because I have no doubt that I'm 95% certain they're going to give the title to Jay White, because Okada, apparently his wife is going to be expecting a child in a couple months. So I imagine that Okada will be part of the G1, but they're not going to have him as champion because they're going to try to heat up this pile of ashes that is Bullet Club. And Jay White is going to be champion when they don't seem to remember the fact that Jay White is better chasing the guy, not being the guy. He's better than Omega in that sense. I just don't think that Jay White being champion from Dominion to Wrestle Kingdom is going to be the boost that they think it is. Now, there are fans of Jay White, and that's totally fine. I'm not. I don't hate the guy, but I've never been that impressed with him. You could actually tune out of half of his matches, because it's the same stalling stuff and not miss shit. That's enough criticism. I'll save that for Dominion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.